1 year ago today, Caitlin Clark did the unthinkable. She did the unthinkable. She broke the all-time NCAA scoring record. And it was something that people thought that she could have done. It's something that people think is going to be broken again. Newsflash, probably not. Like Juju. You see that game that Juju had a few days ago? She used to do that basically every second game. Juju has got to make, in the next 3 years, she's got to average 30.2 points per game and make it to the national championship game all 3 years. That will literally be it. She has to make 3 national championship games and average 30.2 points per game from this point on, Juju, in her career, to tie Caitlin Clark's record, which is not going to happen. But a year ago, she obviously broke the scoring record, which is crazy. Like even Dawn Staley's reaction a year ago.
Coming here on the
Did
list.
Caitlin get the Caitlin Clark?
Yes, she did.
I mean, she scored tonight.
She got 23 in the first quarter. I don't know.
God, no. No suspense, right?
Like, that's genuinely, when it comes to Caitlin Clark in college, like what people don't realize, she had 49 points, 13 assists the game she broke the record. Like, everyone talks about, oh, Juju Watkins had the greatest game ever. Like, she had, 38 on a ridiculous amount of shots against, and in fairness, she did play well, but, like, it's not like it's even comparable to Caitlin Clark versus South Carolina, which, in my opinion, South Carolina, by the way, would have had back-to-back championships and back-to-back undefeated seasons. Like, they literally did not lose again until like 3 months ago after that game in 2023. Is South Carolina were an unbeatable dynasty, and Caitlin Clark beat them with a 40-point near triple-double, which was crazy, which was absolutely crazy. And then the next year, obviously, she lost, and her team lost Monica Zanano, so they lost whatever size they had. And, like, South Carolina, in fairness to them, like, Camila Cardoso improved a lot. But, like, this is what she broke the all-time scoring with. She pulled up from, like, 40 feet on the break, bang. Like, no suspense at all. Like, how the hell was it this easy? How the hell can anyone do this easy? Like, by the way, there's nobody, I don't think there's anyone that can just run and hit that shot like Caitlin, and include Stephen Curry. Like, Steph Curry did hit that shot for game one time, and people still talk about it a decade later. Like, she just, with ease, shoots from 35 feet. Like, it's nothing. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. And, like, the fact is that, yeah, it's a... Genuinely, it's a something that we just never thought. We just never thought that like we would see. Ticket price to watch Caitlin Clark break the record. There was $6,000 a ticket, and these aren't even good seats. They're not even good seats. It was $10,000 for courtside. $6,000 for not even good seats. People wanted to spend that much money watching Caitlin Clark break the record. Like, this was a year ago, and people just don't understand how big it is. Although at the same time, 3 years ago, we also have to point out that Angel Reese's Maryland team beat Caitlin Clark's team, and the only time while playing for Maryland that Angel Reese started. In fairness, she had a better game than Caitlin Clark that day. Like, Angel Reese needed to retweet and make sure everybody knows that, 2 years earlier in just a random conference game, Angel Reese outplayed Caitlin Clark. Good to know. But yeah, so obviously like, the fact that this is a year ago, like, it's mad. And, like, what she's done in the years since then, gonna be annoying how Caitlin Clark broke the NCAA women's scoring record in one game 1 year ago today. Like, I mean, in fairness though, does it count? I'm gonna be honest. Does it really count? Because Caitlin did do it over 5 years, and she shoots 40 shots a game, and she's a 25-year-old scoring as 18-year-olds. Does it count? Obviously, that's a joke. But again, my favorite part about all this is, like, she had 13 assists in the game where she broke the all-time scoring record and had 50. She had 50 and 13 assists in a game on 71% true shooting. And people literally say that Juju Watkins game is the greatest college game of all time. Like, Caitlin Clark did that 10 of those games in the last 2 years. Like, Caitlin Clark's greatness in college, and I mean this, Caitlin Clark's greatness in college has been glossed over. We have not seen anything like this, and we will not see anything like this again. Because she went to a team, and in fairness with Kate Martin without Caitlin Clark is not in the W. Kate Martin's in her own right has been fantastic. But without Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin's not in the WNBA. And Monica Sinano did not make the WNBA. Gabby Marshall would not have been a WNBA player. Hannah Stolke, I'm sorry, I don't rate Hannah Stolke that highly without Caitlin Clark. I don't. She's a runner. She's had a couple of good games this year. But I don't think she's a guaranteed WNBA player. And we're now at a situation where you're looking at every record that she broke as a rookie. Every record she broke in high school. And every single record that she's going to continue to break in the WNBA. Because she is a one-of-a-kind player. And that's what that's the hard thing is, like, you're comparing her to other college players being like, oh, you know, this player won championships. Well, yeah, all the other greats. No, there's no other great. There's no other great that went to a school that had never made hadn't made the Final Four in like 30 years and got to back-to-back championship games while averaging near 40 along the way, both times. That's not happened before. And yeah, I get it. Elena Deladon, like Kelsey Plum didn't go to huge schools. Like, it's common enough that players do well from smaller schools. But, like, it's never been held against Elena Deladon not winning a freaking college ring. Because, yeah, she came up against, in her first year, the Stewie UConn teams. And for a couple of years, she came up against Maya Moore's UConn teams. So it's like, you don't win in that scenario when you're playing against 10 WNBA players with 1.5. And as good as Kate Martin is, like with 1.5, we're never going to see this again. This would be like if Juju had gone, like, fair enough, Juju going to USC, but it would be like this year if USC stopped attracting top recruits. Like, Lauren Betts was rumored to have gone to Iowa. If Lauren Betts goes to Iowa, Iowa walked the championship last year. Because imagine if Iowa could put somebody taller than 6 foot tall on Camila Cardoso. They would have won the whole thing last year. Caitlin Clark still would have broke the record. But she would have had more assists. But they still would have won the whole thing. And a lot of people holding it against her, being like, oh, Caitlin Clark should have recruited better. No, she shouldn't have. She did the exact perfect thing. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.